Hi y'all, Jeff here with Jeff's Cars and Garage, and welcome back to another video. And again, I'm going to feature some cars that are for sale. This time I'm out into the Rocky Mountains, and you know, we're gonna cover a lot of these that I'm finding this go round. I'm going to feature as more project cars, starting at $900. So. But then they go up from there, but there's a lot of less than $2,000. So I want you to keep watching. Without further ado, the first on the list is a 1976 Mercedes-Benz 450 SE, and I bet it's an SEL, but it's in Brush, Colorado. They say it's a rust-free 450 SE, drives very well, brand new tires, and it will need a paint job down the line, needs some interior work. There's not a lot of pictures, but they're asking $5,400. And right now, in today's times, that's a little bit of money right there. Next on the list is in the Denver metro area. Is a 1977 Olds Cutlass Supreme Brougham for $5,000, and it's in the I-70 and Steel Street area. They're saying in the description, it's a survivor in very good condition, super straight body, interior is fair, needs a little work on the front seat, body is straight, runs and drives good, 350, probably 4-barrel. It's an amazing shape for its age, all original. Trade's considered like old GM stuff, and it's got 98,000 miles, and it's got the original rims and so forth, and as you can see from the pictures, it's not in too awful bad a shape. It's got those pillow seats, the 60/40 bench seats. So there you go. If you like these old 70s style cutlasses, and it also looks like it had the Landau top, which has been since removed. There you go, $5,000. Next on the list is looks like, I'm trying to see where that's actually from. Somewhere down around Colorado Springs, it looks like. 1960 Studebaker Lark 8 for $2,500. They say it's a great running classic, looking for someone to take the project to the next phase. He did a topside rebuild of this original Studebaker small block V8. It runs amazingly smooth and pulls better than any this old has the right to. Made it to a 3-on-the-tree transmission. This is a joy to drive around town on some 2-lane highways. It will go as fast as you dare to go without seat belts. I drive it at least once a week, they say, to get coffee or go to the store. There's a whole lot of listing on there. Pictures, yeah, it needs some work, but for $2,500, if you're a Studebaker connoisseur, there you go. 1960 Studebaker Lark 8. Next on the list is in Sterling, Colorado, a 1964 Thunderbird. They're stating all stock original parts. Car runs, has an exhaust leak, and needs new brake lines. They're wanting $3,000 or best offer. And actually, that car, as I'm looking at the pictures, quite frankly, it's not too awful bad. I mean, you know, a paint job. Now, you know, for me, you know, since I can paint, you know, I'd do section by section maybe on that, and put a good paint job on it. Looks like it originally was blue. Interior is in really decent shape. So there you go, folks. $3,000 for a 1964 Ford Thunderbird. Well, the listings will be down. You know, I'll have links to all the listings, and you can certainly contact the seller on your own. Next is also in the Colorado Springs area, and this is quite an interesting S10 truck, 1983 Classic X S10 four-wheel drive pickup for $2,200. This is they're calling it a 1983 four-wheel drive square body Chevrolet S10, and it is. It's the square body. It's when they first came out. V6 engine, KC lights are waiting to be hooked back up. Cool custom paint design and chrome trim. Manual transmission runs and drives. Just put a brand new battery in it. Also replaced the driver's side mirror and rear view mirror with the classic chrome. Has a Pioneer sliding face radio and CD player with an old school head unit. Race car animation display. Comes with stereo remote, sound system works, tires not worn. Last picture on the listing shows the specs on it. And I don't know if I'm including that, but you have to pull up the listing on that. $2,200, Colorado Springs. Next on the list, and this is kind of a unique little car, a 1966 Volvo Amazon. And they say it runs fantastic, and it's in the old North End is what they're saying. So it's North End of Colorado Springs, by the way. This is a Survivor, is a jewel. It's probably, one of those diamonds in a rough. It has a new B20 engine. They have the receipts. It's a functional driving project. This is a perfect car for the Volvo enthusiast. $3,950. I don't know what those are worth, but kind of a cool little car, actually, if you think about it. Next on the list, Salt Lake City, 1978 Cadillac Sedan DeVille for $4,000. Now, this car, as I went through it and I looked at the pictures, it's not, it's not in too bad a shape. They're selling it to help fund their upcoming wedding, so looking to sell ASAP. Runs and drives well, just needs a couple of small fixes to be fully road ready, asking $4,500. It's got the 7-liter 425 cubic inch V8 engine, strong and smooth, runs well, rebuilt quadrajet carburetor, new fuel lines, paint and vinyl top are in good condition. Paint still shines nicely for its age. Blue leather and cloth interior, and it goes on and on and on. Tires are old, not safe for highway driving, but recommend towing the vehicle home. Driver's side window is stuck down, will need repaired. All for the low price of $4,000. Next on the list is in the Tremonton, Utah area. Not very many pictures. Is a 1980 convertible 450 SL convertible Mercedes. They have, their listing says looking to sell a classic Mercedes-Benz 1980 450 convertible, never been in an accident, custom butter yellow color with brown leather interior, removable hard top. Car does need some TLC on the inside, but has been shielded from the elements. Tires need to be replaced, especially 2 of them. The other 2 are okay condition. Leather has a couple of small scratches in the areas, but no big rips or tears. Power window on driver's side is broken, so it needs replacing, as well as the fuel injectors. Looking for $10,000 or best offer. Email to come look at it. Well, with all that work that needs to be done, I'm afraid to say that's going to be a little bit high, at least in today's time. So, but you never know. Somebody might actually want that for, that particular color combination. Next on the list is in the Teton Valley. So it must be in, I was going to say, it must be in Wyoming, or it's in, it's eastern Idaho, somewhere in there at that area. It is a 1985 Chevy Caprice wagon for $1,200. Vehicle was purchased by my mother-in-law a few years ago. Runs and drives just fine. And this is, like I said, this is the Caprice wagon. Was originally equipped with a 305 V8, but believed to have a 350 now. Back hatch leaks, needs a new seal. Hatch is also dented. Whoever did the swap left a mess, unhooked wiring under the hood. Several things like turn signals, gauges are non-functional. I have no interest in getting everything hooked up before selling. Drove it down the highway at 60 miles an hour before it was parked a little under a year ago. Tires are old but not cracked. Want it gone before winter. Price is a best offer. Not bad. I mean, there you go, an old station wagon. And I actually was at an auction, a charity auction, and one of these went through there, and it brought $5,400, and that was clean. But it had about the same amount of miles on it, with a 305 in it, and somebody, there are people out there that are collecting these, especially ones that are rust free. So, hey, for whatever it's worth, there you go. Next on the list is the cheapest one of all on here. Is from Bedford, Wyoming, a 1972 International Harvester 1210 pickup. Not very many pictures. Classic truck in need of some TLC. They were going to rebuild it and modify the suspension, but just have too many other projects that are needing their attention. And with his advancing years becoming a factor, it has a newly rebuilt carburetor, so it runs, has power track, otherwise known as Positrack rear end, and a good manual 4-speed transmission. The glass is good, but the gauges do not work. Not sure why. The tires are badly weathered, although they do hold air. The front brake shoes and wheel cylinders were replaced. This truck has a lot of potential, but is definitely a project vehicle for the right person. You can get some inspiration for its potential by looking at pictures online. So he also has 4 oversized 8-lug wheels and wide tires that have about 75% tread length. You'll let them go for an additional $250 or buy them separately. The odometer shows 65,000 miles. Looks like it needs some work, but there you go. You got a project vehicle that does run for $900. That's right, folks, $900. Next on the list is out of Ogden, Utah, a 1983 Chrysler Fifth Avenue for $1,500. And the listing says, it hurts me to part with this classic car because I truly love it, but life has gone too busy to give it the attention it deserves. Been working full-time and going to school full-time. Just don't have the time to finish the small projects it needs. Paid $5,000 for this car, and it's paid off. This Fifth Avenue features a 5.2 V8 rear-wheel drive, classic 1980 styling, and clean title. I've done the best to keep it clean and maintained, such as regular conditioning the leather and keeping the interior tidy. And yes, that leather does look pretty good. All that pillow leather, probably sitting on a couch in there. There are a few known issues. Stalls when shifting into reverse, small oil and small coolant leak, and radio doesn't work. Despite these issues, it's a great car for someone looking for a classic project. Parts are cheap and the bones are solid. The rest of the hubcaps are in the trunk. $1,500 for a 1983 Chrysler Fifth Avenue. Now, he's saying the odometer is showing 290,000 miles in the listing, but I don't see that. But you never know. But $1,500, can't go wrong there. And the last car is in Wichita, Kansas. Is the 1979 450 SLC, and it's a rare car according to the seller. This is a factory homologation production car used to homologate the car for WRC to go rally racing. Don't know what all that means, but okay, this is the first car to go racing from the factory since Mercedes pulled out of the racing after the horrific crash in Le Mans 1955. This is a historic car. Actual factory race cars sell for around $1 million. A production version like this one just sold for over $100,000. It is powered by a prototype all-aluminum 5-liter engine made into an automatic transmission. It is interesting to note that these were never made with a manual, including the race cars. Search 450 SLC 5.0 race car on YouTube for some awesome videos of these cars racing. This is a very special car that many do not know about, but collectors are searching for. Only around 1,600 built worldwide, and one of 40 sent to the U.S. Very few survive today. This car runs and drives fantastic. Brand new tires and lots of maintenance. The interior is nice. It does have some rust in the rockers. This is a perfect candidate for restoration, or drive it like it is and enjoy it for years. So it is, and he's got the VIN number here, and 107-02612-001461. So it is production number 1461 of that series. So odometer showing 133,304 miles, all for $19,995 in Wichita, Kansas. And that is a good looking car. And it has the Eurocloth interior, which you can tell it's a European model. It's not the US version. So folks, there you have it. That is my list of cars today. And just to put the disclaimer out there, it is up to you to do your due diligence in any of these cars. Most of these, in fact, all of these vehicles, I don't know any of the sellers. I do know who the one is with the 1979 Mercedes-Benz, but I don't know him personally. But he is in Wichita, Kansas, and he is also a YouTuber. So if you want to look him up, you might be able to figure it out if you pull up the listing. So there you have it. If you like this content, hit subscribe, hit the reminders. There's going to be more coming. I'm searching all over the country for a lot of these cars, and obviously in every one of these I'll have at least one, if not two or three Mercedes-Benz, it seems like. So hit some feedback. Give me some feedback. If you like this, there is no AI to this. There is no ChatGPT. It is all me. So thanks for watching. Have a great day and be safe out there. And happy motoring.